Hello guys, welcome to what I hope will be a race vlog. If you watched my previous video, then you know that I picked up a calf niggle last weekend. Very unfortunate timing, and I'm still in two minds whether or not it's a sensible decision for me to race tomorrow, but I will fill you in on that later because right now we need to head out. Ben is racing this morning, just a local 10k at Battersea Park with Runthrough, but yeah, we need to set off now. From where we live, it is actually quicker for us to get there by car, so we're gonna drive. Let's go.
So these are my pre-race fuel, Cliff Blocks. Thank you to Cliff Blocks.
Seconds, everybody, make sure you get those watches ready. If everyone, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go, runners! Take your time when coming up to the line. No need to rush.
Alright, so you finished second today. Tell us about your race.
Well, it's probably a bit slower than I was expecting to do, but it was not that bad. First 5k, me and another guy from Cambridge, I think his name was Tom. People were shouting his name.
Oh really?
Yeah. From Cambridge. We shared the load. We kind of had a chat on the first lap and said, let's share the load. So we did that for the first 5k, and then to be honest, I just sat on the back of him for the next 5k. It was pretty busy and we were running really wide. Not amazing, but not awful. Would have liked to have done a 31:30, but it just didn't happen today. So.
But still, a good run, a solid run.
Ouais.
And that's Ben's race done. He's doing his cool down right now. So this race for the 10k, it was a 4-lap course, and then there was also a 5k at the same time with 2 laps. So it doesn't take long for the fast runners to start lapping people and for things to start getting a bit congested and a bit messy. But whilst he's doing his cool down, let me tell you about my week of training. It's not going to be long because I've barely done any running. So Monday, Tuesday, no running at all. Wednesday morning, I couldn't feel my calf when walking, so I thought I would run and, you know, see how that would go. I was going to do 5k, just an out and back, but then I got to the halfway point and I was still feeling really good, no calf tightness, so I got to be greedy and I decided to do a bit more, so I carried on. But then after 3.5k, the calf tightness came back. It started to get really tight and a little painful. So I turned around immediately, but obviously I had to run home. So by the time I got home, I had done 7k and my calf was painful again. So yes. So then Thursday I did not run, and then yesterday, Friday, I just did easy 20 minutes just to get an idea of where the calf was at. Still tight and definitely not back to normal. So I wasn't too happy with that. And this morning again I decided to test again and I did an easy 5k. Still quite a lot of tightness and something is not quite right. So that's why I'm still not quite sure about what I should do tomorrow. Right, so it is 4:30 Saturday afternoon and I think I've made my final decision. Sometimes the wisest choice is not necessarily the choice you want to make. And although I hate the idea, I know deep down that the wise decision is for me to not race tomorrow. I've come to this final decision today because since my run this morning, I have been feeling my calf again when walking. It's been like a dull ache all day. So I know that really trying to race a half marathon tomorrow is just not a good idea. And to be honest with you, if I had entered the race myself, I would have pulled the plug already, because I know that it's not worth turning what is right now a niggle into an injury. It's just not worth it. But because I have been gifted an entry and it's a bit of a PR thing, it was a bit more complicated in my head, because I hate the idea of not being able to fulfill a commitment and to not be able to give some visibility to the race. So that's why I was kind of this week entertaining the idea of still taking part in London landmarks, but running it easy. The thing is, regardless of my pace, if I still run a half marathon on a bad calf, it is not going to end well, and I'm pretty much guaranteed to turn this niggle into an injury, which again really is not worth it. The frustrating thing is that the timing is the most unfortunate, because if it had happened earlier, I would probably have recovered on time for the race tomorrow, because I'll probably just need a few days of rest and then I'll probably be fine. So to sum it up, I'm very sorry to not be able to take part in the event tomorrow and to not be able to share my London landmarks experience, but deep down I know that is just the wise thing to do. I am having a bit of a hard time accepting that I didn't race this morning and that instead I went to the gym and I hopped on the indoor bike, which really isn't my favorite thing to do. And even this morning I woke up and I said to Ben, do you think I should race? And he was like, no, really, you shouldn't, just go to the gym. So yes, so I really hope that not racing today means that I'm gonna recover quicker and that hopefully I can get back to proper training maybe by the end of next week, if it's just a short-lived niggle, hopefully. But I've got to thank Ben for saving the video and letting me film his race. It wasn't the race coverage you expected, but at least I did bring you some race footage in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Congrats to everyone who raced over the weekend. There were plenty of big races: London, Brighton, Berlin, Paris. I probably forgot plenty others. But yeah, thanks again for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye!